Hello everyone, it is Vigi here today, and it has been a while since I've last talked to you guys, and as you can tell, well probably tell anyways, I am kind of sick, so that's gonna be a struggle today, since I'm coughing and whatnot. Heck, I've been like this the entire week, so but you know, hey, it's worth it. So why don't we just take a minecart ride while we're at it? So, I guess that brings me to my topic today, and that would be about what Mega Walls currently needs. Now, I mean, I am being a bit biased here because I'm going after Mega Walls rather than like a different game mode because, well, Mega Walls is my main game mode. What am I supposed to say? Anyways, as you know, Mega Walls is actually going to be getting an update soon, or soon-ish, I guess you would say. I believe Codename said at like the end of November, although at one point it used to be end of September, so yeah, times change. And so do dates. Well, that's like the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. So anyways, everyone knows Mega Walls for what it is. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a toxic place for Mindmen to be. Now, god damn it. This, okay. Let's just continue walking then. Alright, so going back to what I was saying or whatever. Everyone knows that Mega Walls is quotation marks on quotation marks a toxic place. Now, it's not completely inaccurate, although it may not represent Mega Walls as like what it really is. Okay, it's basically a saltwater like ocean, so shrug. But I mean, there are people who are chill. I'm not really gonna name any of them because I can't think of them at the top of my head without like butchering their names, so but yeah, Mega Walls is a pretty, let's just say, competitive place. And that results in a lot of I guess you could say hate. Not exactly hate, just people being dicks to each other. That's the best way I can put it. So Mega Walls wasn't always like this. Like, people always remember, oh, 2014 was the year of Mega Walls. Oh, it was amazing back in that day, the beta testers, etc. Okay, beta testing was in 2013, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, excuse me. Yep, I am already coughing. I cry inside. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, everyone remembers the quotation marks golden days of Mega Walls, and, well, I mean, they were nice. But mainly because nobody knew what they were doing, including me. Like, you just have like 20 level 1 classes at the front gate of Forsaken, firing bows at each other, and not like actually going into melee combat. Like, you just have 20 guys just sitting there and having a giant ass team fight. And that was quite amazing, mainly because A, nobody tryharded back then apart from a select few. Okay, that's a lie, but like some people did, but for the most part, people didn't. And secondly, everyone had low kits. A fully max kit was like nearly, you know, like impossible without buying coins at that time because the economy was just, I guess slow. Heck, I'm talking about Mega Walls as an economy. But you get what I'm saying. It was a lot harder to earn coins back then. There were no quests. Coins from like a kill were like what, 2 coins, 1 coin. Boosters didn't exist at the time, only personal boosters which you had to pay for, and yeah, people didn't really buy them too much. People just bought like 30,000 Mega Walls coins instead, which were not very cheap either. I believe it was pretty pricey to buy 30,000 coins, but you know, like 40 bucks USD at the time. Anyways, currency changes, inflation, blah blah blah, you get it. But Mega Walls has changed, and it's not exactly, I guess you could say that this change was inevitable because, well, you're not always going to have level 1 classes playing the game. I mean, you'll have some of them, but then after a while, people start to grow. They start to gain more experience, get higher leveled stuff, and slowly they become better players. But when you mix all these quotation marks good / pro players together, you create a very competitive competitive area, and normally that's good, except for the fact that Minecraft is kind of an immature game, you could say. I mean, here really we just care about killing each other and then shouting L at each, and then shouting L because, you know, that's just how it works here. And other games, like people rage and whatnot, that's the same with Minecraft as well. But people just treat Minecraft as if it's just kind of... I don't know how to explain this exactly, but kind of a game for younger people, so therefore they act younger as well. Like, you lack the respect of a lot of that a lot of other games have just because of the age group that is known to play it. People look down on like Minecraft players sometimes. They're just like, you play Minecraft, but you're like 17, bruh. Play something else, or even better, study. Although nobody studies because, okay, that's kind of a lie, but I don't really study too much. So, going on about that. Sorry again. Where was I? Losing my train of thought. I hate being sick. Oh, right. Going on about the age groups and whatnot. That creates a very unique environment, I guess, in Megawalls and just Minecraft in a whole. I mean, UHC shares this as well. How people basically trash talk each other, toggle, hack, etc. And people just care about winning. It's not about what a person does or if they're skilled or not. If you don't win anything, nobody gives a damn about who you are. Like, you have to make a name for yourself nowadays, and it's not easy, trust me. Especially with all of the prestige kits going around. So what I feel Megawalls needs is probably like an event system. Now, I'm not exactly talking about the events that happened in the past, like the Megawalls tournaments where there were actual prizes, like from the Hypixel shop. I mean like smaller events, for example. Like the God games could be one, you know, good example of that. I just used the example way too many times, but anyways, God games were a good example of like the occasional like event just so everyone could have a good time. I mean, people enjoyed God games. Nowadays, playing normal is basically playing a God game because there's so many prestige kits. But back then, people were just like, hey, a God game, everyone has prestige. All of the newer players were like, whoa, what's going on? I have 2 extra hearts? Wow, that's amazing. And the more experienced players were just like, hey, God game. That's pretty cool. Yes, going on about that. Those types of events really made Megawalls a fun place, in my opinion. Just like the stream parties that a certain YouTuber, well, actually, my former guild leader in Desolation, Voids with like 2 Z's, because it's like Voids and Fairy Dust, they basically had held stream parties together, and yeah, it was a pretty fun time, despite the fact that they would get targeted all the time. But I mean, Voids did manage with it pretty well. I can't blame the guy for getting angry like every so often, if he got angry. I have no idea. Voids was a pretty chill guy. But we needed those types of like events just to get rid of some of the stress, I guess you could say. Get away from the normal life of playing. Now now quotation marks stream parties, end quotations, are more like Lego Maestros or whatever his face is, where we have like 40 people in this giant party spamming party chat saying, hey, say my name or something. Now, I'm not saying that this didn't happen on Void's stream. I just found that it was like people were more understanding on Void's stream. They would just be like, okay, bruh, we won't target you that hard, but we'll target you, just to make it seem nicer than it actually is. Sorry again. So yeah, nowadays people are more tense. Winning is, again, probably the most stressed upon thing, or at least just wrecking people, because then you get to shout L. Isn't that just amazing? Anyways, so yeah, I just believe Megawalls could use some new events, like, for example, you could have like a special game mode where everyone's a level 1 Skelly, for example. I don't really know of many good ideas, to be honest, because I'm not a hugely creative person, unlike some of you guys, but Something like that. That'd be nice. And yeah, I guess this is being a bit selfish considering that other game modes still haven't gotten updates in a while Mega Walls is getting one giant one that Codename's been basically focusing on for the last 2 months now-ish. So honestly, it would be nice if every game mode could have something like this. Like, I mean, at one point we did have the events team, which did have some pretty interesting events. Like, for example, they had these candy corn things. I'm not sure what they're called, but basically they were like candy corn heads. And if you found all 30 of them and you filled in a Google form saying where they were and whatnot, you actually got a prize, or you were put in a giveaway to get a prize. Like, those kinds of events made Hypixel a lot more fun than just the casual playing. I mean, playing minigames is pretty cool, but you do want a change of scenery or gameplay or something every so often. So, yeah, I guess that would apply not just to Mega Walls, but, like, to all games, essentially. Events are nice to happen. Like, I don't even know what the event team does anymore. Are they even active? I'm not sure. Now, I don't really want to, like, call them out for not doing anything, but I just haven't seen them do anything in the recent past. Now, I may just be wrong, but, I haven't seen any big announcements or whatnot, and I feel like that's a really big loss on Hypixel's end, because events, they're fun. Even if some of them may be pointless, like finding candy cone heads. But hey, going on random scavenger hunts was entertaining. Yeah, I sound like a dying person right now, but I'll probably be alright. Well, actually, I will be alright. So that basically concludes what I wanted to say about events and whatnot. I just want to see like a change in gameplay. A change. That's what people care about. That's why people like updates. They're like, oh, instead of using the same class every single freaking time, I have the option of using a different one because this one got nerfed. Haha. That's the kind of thing we need. But Mega Walls isn't really going to survive in the long run if these updates are going to come so periodic. I mean, before this update, the last quotation marks big one that we had was the pirate the update with pirate, squid, and hunter. That was brought a lot of change and whatnot. Now we have mythical classes coming up, and I think the concept for mythical classes is a very good idea. Not being able to suddenly just prestige your kit as soon as as soon as it's released is like a good idea, because last time I believe Ryan, followed by a bunch of numbers, Ryan something like 188, I don't know. He instantly prestige pirate as soon as it came out, and it's just like, whoa. Alright then. I don't remember that being a thing. What is this over here? No, I have no idea. Oh, apparently there's glitch blocks. Go figure. So yeah, basically the main idea of this talk is just change. We need to promote change on Hypixel. Now, people don't like change for a lot of things, or either we're just trying to be biased because we want our favorite kit buffed and whatnot, because that's just how it works. But I mean, like, people want to have fun sometimes. It's not just all about going in big parties of 4 and then winning games because you had like 4 golems in a hole together. Like, I mean, sure, that's like pretty entertaining once or twice, but after a while it gets kind of boring as well. So yeah, events would be a really nice thing, although I'm not really sure if it's a realistic idea, considering Hypixel's current situation with the staff team, as well as their event team. So yeah, I'm not really sure that Hypixel will have any events, quotation marks, anytime soon, but we can hope. Alright, thank you all for listening to me being sick and droning on about random stuff, so see you later.